Welcome to my kitchen. I'm Jamison, and this is how I cook. This is the final video in my 3-part video series on how to make pizza from scratch at home. Be sure to hit that subscription button and turn on those notifications so that you guys will see when I drop new videos on the channel. But up next, we're gonna make a cast iron pizza from scratch at home with the dough and sauce that I showed you guys how to make earlier in the other videos. Stay tuned. So these are the toppings that I'm gonna put on my pizza. As you can see, we've got our homemade tomato sauce for our pizza. We've got some beautiful fresh mozzarella that's already sliced up here. This is delicious cheese. I've got some hot capicola from my local deli. I've got some bacon bits, throw those on there. I've got some sweet peppers here. Got a few yellow ones already sliced up for color. Got some beautiful red onion. And then finally, because I want a little bit of green on my pizza, I've got some wonderful green onions here that we're gonna use as a garnish for the pizza as well. All right, I got some flour here that I'm gonna use on my cutting board. This will help make it easier to work the pizza dough into the shape that I want it to be in. You can get your pizza dough if you didn't make it ahead of time. You can go to the grocery store and pick up some from their bakery, or you can go back and watch my video on how to make pizza dough from scratch. I've linked to it in the description below. So I've got some dough here that I worked up today. And this dough is at room temperature. But if you had your dough in the refrigerator, what you want to do is take your time, take it out, and let it come up to room temperature before you try to work it. That's why this works out so easy, because I already had it at room temperature. That's the top of our pizza. So the next thing I want to do, since we're making a cast iron pizza, is I want to apply some oil to my cast iron skillet. This is about a 12-inch skillet, and I'm going to be generous here with the oil. Right? That's about 3 tablespoons of oil. And then I'm going to take my pastry brush and then just make sure I've oiled the skillet nicely. And then the final thing I want to do is come back in here with my pizza crust that I flattened out. And I want to make sure, I'm looking at the bottom to make sure there's no excess flour. If there was excess flour, you could just brush it off. But then what you want to do is take your dough that you've worked out, and I just kind of stretch it out in here just like this. My oven is preheating to 425. I'm gonna put this on the top rack, but you can put this in the middle to be safer if you're not as comfortable with this. Now, the last thing we've got to do is top our pizza. So the first thing I'm gonna start with here is my tomato sauce. And so I'm gonna come in and put in a nice, start in the center, put a nice amount. It all depends on how saucy you want your tomato, your pizza to be. Me, I don't like my pizza terribly saucy, especially not these sort of at-home Neapolitan style pizzas. So that's about all I want on there. And then I'll just take my time and spread it out. So we'll take a couple pieces of this beautiful mozzarella cheese. Then we come in here with this hot capicola. This is a full slice. And what I'm gonna do is just tear it. Throw it right on there like that. Next, I'm gonna come in here with some with some of these beautiful red onions I diced up or sliced up earlier. I just want some of this across the top. Sweet peppers. One thing about a pizza, you don't want it topped too heavily. It seems like that's what you want, but you don't, because all it's going to do is make your pizza soggy. So you want just the right amount of toppings. Perfect. So that's our pizza. All right, here's the fun part. Let's cut this and see what we got. All right, guys, that is our cast iron pizza. So we gotta taste it so you guys can see how it turned out. Got a little piece here, this a little mini slice here. Man. What makes this pizza so good is that cooking it in a cast iron really browns the bottom of the pizza crust. So you get this wonderful, airy crust. You taste all that wonderful yeast flavor. All the toppings meld together so deliciously. The hot capicola and the tomato sauce with those peppers, the onions, the green onions, is so good. Cheese is delicious. It's not a sloppy pizza. It's just a really good pizza. You guys need to try this for yourselves. It's really easy. I got 3 videos, including this one. The first one is how to make your pizza sauce. The second one is how to make your own dough from scratch. And the third one is how to put it all together to make your own pizza at home. Guys, be sure to hit that subscription button. Turn on those notifications so that you guys will know when I post new videos, new recipes, and all the fun stuff that I plan for this channel. Once again, I'm Jamison. This is my kitchen, and this is how I cook. Take care. Man.